Hey
guys, welcome back
guys!
to another video.
For today's video, I'm very excited because a lot of people requested this, which one makes us happy, and two makes us happy. Just because of what it is and the fact that people actually wanted to see something like this. So for today's video, you will be cooking with us.
We're making a South American steak plus more.
Yep, so we're just gonna jump right into it because we're starving.
Yeah.
So first thing we're gonna make is a chimichurri sauce.
For the steak.
And this is right up my alley because it's
a very green, very healthy, very
very for me.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very fresh. Just a heads up, we're not gonna be measuring anything out because the fun of cooking is that it's not mathematical. So you can add more, take away, whatever you want to do. But we will put the full recipe and measurements in the description bar below.
Stay tuned.
So let's just get started.
Let's get started.
So for the chimichurri sauce, you're going to need either a food processor or a blender. We have our Ninja blender here. Yeah, it was probably the smartest purchase we've ever made, even though we barely use it. And then you're going to go in, you're just going to dump it all in with some parsley. We love parsley in this household. And then you're going to go in with cilantro, another loved item in this household, and then some garlic. You don't have to worry about like chopping any of this up like super fine because the blender is going to do all of the work for you. Just going to put that in there.
Yep.
Going to go in with some cumin.
Cumin? It's cumin.
It's cumin.
Is it?
I don't know. All I know is it tastes good. And then you're going to do salt. That should be enough.
Yeah, a little more. A little more for people in the back.
Little people. For the little people in the back or for the people in the back?
Both of them.
When it comes to your salt and your citrus for recipes like this, you want to take it easy first. And then taste it.
As you go.
And then add as you go to see if it needs more. Then you're going to go in with some oregano. You can just eyeball your seasonings, honestly.
Yeah, taste as you go.
Because it's really just up to personal preference. Should be good. And then you're going to take some red chili flakes.
For spice.
Which, honestly, I forgot that these were even in this. And then the only thing we're going to measure right now is the red wine vinegar because, oh my god, it makes me have to sneeze.
I got
you. Because you don't want to overpower the sauce with the taste of vinegar. You want it to stay fresh and light.
Yeah, it's about a third cup of red wine vinegar. So. Go.
Yeah, I lost our 1/3 cup measuring cup. So if you don't have one, the equivalent to 1/3 cup is 5 tablespoons. So if anybody is dumb like me. So then you're just gonna pop this thing on.
Oil. We need oil.
Oil goes in this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember?
I don't remember that, but okay, right there. Then you're gonna put some olive oil, some extra virgin olive oil in here. I don't remember that. And we're gonna measure that out as well.
A tablespoon.
It's about a tablespoon of olive oil.
That's it.
And now we're gonna close her up.
Make sure you closed though.
Yeah, make sure it's closed because it'll be. And then I like to give it a little shake just to coat it all. And then we're gonna throw it on here and we're just gonna hit pulse on our blender. It's gonna be loud, so give us a second. It's all blended up now. And beautiful.
Oof.
This smells
delectable.
So good. Hold on, let me show you guys. I'm gonna get closer to the camera so you guys can see like the color of it.
It don't look good, but it's fucking good.
Yeah, it doesn't look, I think it looks good. I think it looks pretty, but it's so good. Let me try it. Make sure you taste your food as you go. Perfect.
Perfect.
So you know what it needs. And then you're just gonna take this and pop it in the fridge so it stays cold while you cook everything else for this meal.
Next is our steaks. Look at that red ass meat right here. It's delectable as fuck. I personally use ribeyes because that's my favorite kind of steak. So you can use whatever you want though. All right, so for our gyro we need pepper flakes, cumin, and salt. So you just want to pinch it. You help me with it.
Oh sure. I'm not the steak maker in this house. I love steak, but I can't make it for shit.
I'm saying little salt bay action on all your steaks.
Why do we put the seasoning up from up high?
You can cover more meat if you do it like that.
I just do it like this?
Yeah, all over steak.
Look guys, I'm learning too.
Stop. Never again.
Well, I am learning. I don't make the steak in this house, so.
You're right. Let's cover all the meats. I mean all the, you know what I'm saying. You got it. I believe you. Very intense seasoning right now.
I get very focused when I cook.
Oh yeah, you got to. It makes the best products when you focus and shit.
Also, side note, both of us love to cook. Most times. Sometimes we don't want to cook, but I love to cook. He loves to cook. And I like to think both of us are pretty decent chefs in our kitchen.
Try a recipe and you'll see.
I've never made anything that's gross, at least that I know of. And he's never made anything that's gross.
That I know of.
That we know of, so.
I'm gonna do both sides, of course. I'm so hungry.
I'm just gonna put music in it.
I agree.
Yep. Also, if there's any seasonings that you guys don't particularly like, you guys can substitute them for whatever you want, honestly.
Make it how you want to make it.
This is just, for us, this is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
We're hungry.
Right,
It's late. If you guys can see the time on any of the clocks, it's late. We don't usually eat this late. Please don't eat this late. It's not good for you. But we had a long day.
Long as fucking day. It's too long.
I got candles. Side note, I got candles.
Ready to come soon.
I look at this steak the way that I look at Devin.
That's good sounding. Proud to season it down, you know.
If you don't look at your man the way that you look at a steak, you're doing something wrong.
What are you doing?
Or woman, whoever you're looking at.
What are you doing wrong in life?
You're worried. I don't know.
Just pat all this other steak down. So season get real in the meat and shit.
If anyone's ever wondered what the height difference is between Devin and I, like if you don't know us, here it is.
Yeah, you can
like,
put this in. I'm barely in the video.
Like here it is. I'm fully in the frame. You can see all of me. And then there's this one.
So for your steaks, you're gonna let it sit for like at least 30 minutes. And that's done.
And now we're gonna move on to the salsa roja.
My favorite part.
Which goes with, you wanna show them? We'll talk about this really quick because we haven't mentioned it. We're gonna make the salsa roja for the pupusas. These are the cheese and bean ones. These were all that they had left at the store, but I'm sure they're gonna be just as good, but they usually are just cheese. You can also make them homemade. We would have made them homemade, but it takes forever.
And it's also 9 o'clock at night.
And we're very hungry, so we're gonna make the salsa roja now.
So for this portion, you're gonna heat up some extra virgin olive oil, and once it's hot enough, you're gonna dump in some yellow onion, and you're just gonna saute those until they're translucent, so about 3 minutes. And for the rest of the recipe, you're gonna need Roma tomatoes and some garlic, and then you'll see the seasonings that we use in a little bit. So now that those onions are all sauteed, you're gonna go in with your chopped up garlic. You always wanna go in with garlic second after onions because you don't want your garlic to burn. And you're gonna let that saute up for like another 2 to 3 minutes, depending on your choice. Really, it's all just personal preference. Okay, so that garlic and those onions are all sauteed to a good point that we like. So now we're gonna go in with some Roma tomatoes, about 2 cups, depends on what you want. We're gonna go in with some black pepper, again, as much as you want. Then we're gonna go in with some dried oregano. And you can see Prince there in the background watching me. And then you're gonna go in with some salt. Remember to be light with your salt at first so you can add more later. Then you're just gonna give it a quick little stir. Mix it all up. And then you're gonna reduce your heat to a low heat because we're actually gonna pop a lid on this and let it simmer for about 10 minutes.
Alright guys, so our salsa roja mixture is done. Be careful because your pots are hot. Gonna throw that lid in the sink. And then we're gonna just dump the mixture into a bowl and let it cool for a little while because we're gonna need to go in with an immersion blender and blend it up just so it's a little less thick and, well, not thick, a little less whole and a little bit more salsa-like. And then we're gonna wash this pan off because we need this one for the pupusas. Fine man right here.
Yeah. I'm making your salsa, for your corn salsa. All you need to do is put a little bit of oil in the pan, and about 4 cups of corn, pepper and salt, and some chili powder. So you do.
You can use fresh corn, frozen corn, canned corn, whatever kind of corn you want. So our salsa roja has cooled down a little bit. I'm gonna come a little closer. This is what she should look like. Can't even see that, but okay. This is what it should look like, a little mashed up. We're gonna go ahead and add some cilantro, as much as you want. I love cilantro, so I'm gonna add quite a bit. And then you're also going to add your lime juice. You wanna be kind of light-handed with your lime juice at first because you don't wanna add too much. And then you're just gonna taste as you go. It smells good, huh? And then you're gonna take this scary thing. I hate this thing. I think you can also use a food processor, but we don't have an actual food processor. We have the Ninja, and you don't want this to get too liquidy and turn into a sauce versus a salsa. So we're just gonna put this in there and just blend it. It scares me because it shoots at me. So it's not plugged in.
Cut it now, I guess.
I forgot to plug it in. I'm a good cook, I swear. Guess not. That's why I don't like this thing. And I think you're supposed to use like a bowl that's covered, but I don't have time for that. You're gonna kind of just check your consistency. Honestly, the consistency is all up to you. If you want a chunkier salsa, if you want a more liquidy salsa, it is all personal preference. You guys can probably see it shooting out onto the counter. So we're gonna try her and see if we need to add more lime or more salt. You wanna try this, baby?
Hell yeah, I do. Got that shit.
I think it needs a little bit more lime, but you tell me.
A little more salt.
A little more salt?
Yeah.
Alright, so The master over here says a little bit more salt. Do we have the salt? We're gonna add a tiny bit more salt. No more lime though?
No.
I like lime in my food, so I'm always trying to add more lime. Just mix that in. Try it now, babe. Alright, perfect. So salsa roja is done. We're going to put this to the side. We're just going to leave it in this bowl because it's just us eating this, but if you want to plate it and put it in a cute little serving bowl, you can do that. But for us, we are completed. I wish you guys could see what it looks like. You'll see it when the plating is done.
Now, our corn is roasted. Let's put it in the bowl.
I don't know what I like more in this recipe,
Right.
the corn salad or the chimichurri sauce. I like it all together. Like all of the flavors
It just
really
fits-
complement
it just
each
fits
other.
so well.
But this shit right here
It's alright. This shit right here, homie.
is so
This shit
good.
right here, homie.
And for the most part, it's fairly healthy. Like you don't have to feel very guilty when you're eating it. So that's a plus too.
Alright. Now you add about half a cup of cherry tomatoes, halved. Mix it all in there. You're gonna add some lime juice. I'm about to take 2 tablespoons worth.
One more.
Personal preference. So next we're gonna add some green onions. I love green onions. Best thing you can get. And some cilantro. About a cup. Half a cup of cilantro. And then you mix that.
The color is just so pretty.
Mm-hmm. Look at it, look at it, look at that.
We're gonna have to give you guys an overview shot.
Next, best part, some cojita cheese.
This is my favorite part.
Very good.
And because he loves me, he lets me do it.
Very good.
So I'm pretty sure there's a measurement for this, but I love cojita cheese. So we're just gonna do as much as we want. You can take it and you're just gonna crumble it in there with your hands.
Perfect. Look at it. I see. Ooh, perfect. Hell yeah.
Stir. When you're adding your cheese, you want to just like continuously stir, just so you can see, get a better like ballpark of how much is actually in there. And it definitely needs more.
Hell yeah.
Now I get to
Very
taste.
proud of you.
I want to get.
Right amount of spice.
I want to get a bite of like everything.
Perfect, right?
Oh.
Right amount of spice,
Mhm.
flavor,
Mhm.
freshness.
Oh, delicious. I'd say my little chef, but clearly
Yeah.
not little. But what does it say? Corn salad is done.
Yep.
Gonna put her to the side.
Best part. Most important part of the meal. The steaks. Ribeye. Steaks.
So for the steaks, you're going to heat up some extra virgin olive oil again, or the oil of your choice, and just let that heat up real nice and hot so you can throw the meat on, and you're gonna see a cute little clip of Devin dancing in a second. like splashes, it splashes away from you and not towards you, and you're gonna get some more dancing. Right about now. Alright, Devin's just gonna give this a little flip. We like our steak medium or medium rare. It really just depends on the mood we're in. But I hope you guys enjoyed his dancing, and now we're just gonna let this cook. And yeah, more dancing, I guess. And now the steaks are done. Look how beautiful she is. You're gonna take these off the pan and let them rest. Devin lets them rest for about 5 to 10 minutes so they can just get real nice and good. Okay, so you're gonna add your pupusas to some really hot canola oil and let these cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. These are very hard to flip over, but this is the color that you're going for on both sides.
Guys, we have our final product here. We are very hungry.
Yes, so like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what videos we should do next.
Yep, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.